Currently, I feel like the mental health system right now is just really robotic. They need to change it.
I thought it was difficult, like when I was younger as a teenager, to access and find the right support for mental health, but it was a blessing at the time compared to what it's like at the moment. It's absolutely horrific.
I've been in tough situations myself, and eventually having some kind of counselling did help me a lot, and I didn't feel like I had to be a strong male, that I had to be strong for everyone else and look after everyone else. I felt like a bit of self-reflection, a bit of self-care really made a big difference. But a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people don't feel like they can have that self-care, and they need it. A lot of people really need it. Even if they don't realise it, it will catch up on them. Thankfully, I have a great GP, and that's how I managed to find mine. But before I asked my GP, I had no idea how to get mental health. I had no idea of any companies, no phone numbers, anything like that of how to do it. And I thankfully went to my GP, and I was told that obviously my GP can't help very much. They do something very different for me, but they managed to give me a number.
I know a lot of people who wouldn't know the first place to look, so it can be really quite hard to access even like kind of the signposts, let alone the actual places you need to go to.
It's just having people to jump through major hoops and obstacles just to get some help towards them, try to make them better, get them out of this hole, is just obscene. It's just like, I feel like there has to be some type of change.
There needs to be a lot more openness about it. People need to be able to have those outlets. They need to be able to have contact numbers, someone to talk to, options to go to.
Less and less people are getting adequate mental health care, even when they do get to reach it, after finally going through all these hoops and going through all these waiting lists. People are not receiving the kind of care that they should be receiving, and I can speak to that both personally and having seen so many of my peers go through the same experience.
There definitely needs to be a simple and new approach to how we deal with mental health.
It's kind of, I'm seeing from a personal point of view, more and more commonly mistakes being made, really important mistakes that I'm sure probably, whilst I'm angry about them, I'm more angry that the staff are put under such circumstances and such pressure by the cuts and by the way the government is treating services, that they're under so much stress that they're making these mistakes in the first place.
We need it to be simple. Mental health is stressful enough as is. People struggle, and the last thing they want to do when they're in a stressful situation is try and fix it by being in a different stressful situation. It needs to be fast, it needs to be simple, there needs to be no hoops, it needs to be sorted properly, it just needs to be done, simple as.